down here enjoying my lovely home city of Seattle. It's a beautiful day, but we gotta face some fears. I've been trying to push myself out of my comfort zone the last, I don't know, however many months. But I was trying to think of some challenges I need to take on, and my big one is flying. That's my end goal, is to get there. I haven't flown since '01. But the other thing that's pretty high on the list is heights. I'm not a fan of them. I don't mind like up to 30 or 40, 50 feet. Anything higher than that, not so much. So the last time I went to this place, I got to the top, freaked out, and went straight back down, and then sat down for like 20 minutes because my heart wouldn't stop going a million miles a minute. So here we go. Queen Anne Hill in the water, and there's the new glass benches where you can lean up against, which I am so fucking not doing. Doing okay so far. Lake Union. To the north is the University of Washington, my alma mater. Go ahead. Sorry. Downtown, Capitol Hill. Here's terrified Jason. We're doing all right. That's not locked. Tour around the UW and Greek system where I went to college. Here is my old fraternity, which is apparently under remodel right now. So they're all living over here in the other house. But we were famous for the volleyball court out front. And we used to do a thing called 100 hours of volleyball, where literally for 100 hours straight for charity, they would play volleyball, and I fucking hated it. It was awful. Bad idea, boys. So let's continue on. Here's the house where one of our guys got in trouble for peeing on the front door. I was president, so I had to come over and be the diplomat and explain that he was an intoxicated person and an idiot. So, shout out, Curto. This was my old walk to class every morning. So, that's the Fiji house. And there used to always be this like rumor that they had this secret underground room that like nobody has ever seen and all this kind of stuff, right? So one year it snowed, and in the lawn there was like a perfect huge circle of no snow, and everybody theorized it's because the secret room, the heat from down there had risen and melted the snow. So that's conspiracy theory number one of our trip. The main drag's a lot prettier when the flowers and trees are not dead. Wind our way into the quad. So coming into the quad here, this is the four original old buildings, or four of them, and I think the cherry trees, which are these ones, or cherry blossom trees, whatever they are. I think they make a W. I think that's like the famous, like if you're up top, they make a W. But in the spring, they bloom this beautiful pink kind of color, and it's really, really fun to walk through here. I was in that building there. Can't remember what it's called, but there was an earthquake. Would have been winter of 00 or 01, one of the two. And we were in the basement, and the teacher, here, I'll flip around so you can see me. So it was like a 150 person lecture, and the teacher felt the earthquake start, and everybody did. And everybody kind of grabbed their desk or whatever, and the teacher didn't say a word. He just booked out the door. And everybody was like, where the hell is this guy going? And then he never came back that day. So then all of a sudden, you know, that was Monday, and I think the class next was on Wednesday. And he's like, so your fearless leader here, I may have not been as, you know, fearless or a leader as I thought I was going to be. And he apologized, but everybody turned out okay. I actually almost lost a TV in the earthquake, but my roommate said he caught it. So this is the center of campus. This is Red Square. And so there's Kane Hall. That's like the big lecture halls. There's only 3 classes in that whole room. It's like 700 people, 500 people, and 400 people. There are these 3 huge auditoriums. That's Odegaard Library. That's where I hung out the most. Here's the famous library, Suzzalo. But I was an Odegaard guy. No idea what that building is. Walked by it 1,000 times. Never went in. Right here on these bricks, I saw Al Gore speak right before the 2000 election. He was on a megaphone, and he was like, we're going to take back America and take back the White House. And then he lost. And I don't know what they're taking back. He was the incumbent vice president. But, yeah. So the conspiracy theory on number 2. So, see these big brick towers, and they're like a couple 100 feet tall. And you can see them from the freeway. Well, the story is that they did all the bricks here. It's super slippery when it gets wet here, and somebody told me once that was because if they wanted to hose it down to like stop protesters or hippies or something back in the day, like that was what they would do. They couldn't get, you know, they couldn't like attack the police force or something because it was so slip. That's what they say. But it rains here like crazy, so I don't know how that would be safe or smart. But I like that theory. And then the other theory was that they ordered too many bricks, and so they just took all the leftovers and made these 3 really random things. So anyways, there's the statue of, I'm assuming George Washington, maybe, since it's University of Washington. Anyways, that's my college. Well, back home was a fun day. Hadn't done something like that in a while, so feeling good. Feeling good. We got to think of new things to try to conquer. Well, by we, I mean me. Have a great day, everybody.